Good evening, my friends. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is at the heart of every successful person's journey. It's something that drives us, pushes us, and challenges us to become the best version of ourselves. I'm talking about the desire to get better. You see, the desire to improve isn't just about achieving more or getting ahead in life. It's about becoming the kind of person you want to be every single day. It's about putting in the effort, no matter how small, toward making yourself better in all areas of life. Success doesn't require dramatic, overnight changes or huge leaps forward. Instead, it's the result of small, consistent improvements that compound over time. Many people make the mistake of thinking they need to see instant results or achieve perfection right away, but the reality is that greatness comes from steady progress. These small steps, when done every day, lead to major shifts in your life. The idea behind small improvements is rooted in the concept of consistency. You don't need to drastically change your entire routine overnight to see results. Instead, the key is to focus on getting just a little bit better each day. If you can improve by just 1% every day, think about how much progress you will have made after a month, a year, or even several years. The compound effect of these tiny improvements is what leads to substantial growth. It may not seem like much at the beginning, but over time, those small actions add up and create momentum. For example, consider physical fitness. You may not be able to run a marathon after a single week of training, but if you commit to a small daily workout routine and slowly increase your stamina, you will eventually see noticeable improvements. The key isn't in forcing a massive change, but in creating a sustainable habit that you can stick with over time. Little by little, your body becomes stronger, your endurance increases, and your confidence grows, all because you made consistent, incremental improvements. This approach doesn't just apply to physical fitness. It can be applied to every area of your life: your career, relationships, personal growth, and finances. Instead of trying to make huge jumps toward your goals, focus on small actions that move you in the right direction. It could be reading a few pages of a book every day, spending an extra 10 minutes on a project at work, or having a meaningful conversation with a loved one. These small actions might seem insignificant in the moment, but they create a pattern of progress that propels you forward. When you embrace the power of small improvements, you also start to develop a mindset of patience. Many people get discouraged because they want immediate results. But when you understand that progress takes time, you stop being impatient with yourself. You realize that every small step forward is a victory, and each one brings you closer to your goal. This mindset shift is crucial because it prevents you from giving up when things seem slow or difficult. Moreover, small improvements allow you to build momentum. The more you improve, the more confident you become, and the more motivated you feel to keep going. Each day of progress strengthens your belief that you are capable of achieving your larger goals. And when you look back after months or years of making small improvements, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. It's the steady, incremental growth that leads to real transformation. In conclusion, success isn't about big, dramatic changes. It's about making consistent, small improvements every day. Whether you're working on your fitness, your career, or your personal development, those small steps accumulate over time, building momentum and creating lasting change. So, focus on getting just a little better each day, and over time, you'll see the powerful impact of these small improvements every day. We wake up and face a decision, a choice that can set the tone for our day, our future, and ultimately our lives. That choice is whether we remain content with where we are or whether we take steps toward becoming the person we want to be. This simple yet powerful decision can significantly impact our personal growth and success. The reality is that we are the product of the choices we make, and the most important one is the choice to grow, improve, and get better. This decision to get better is not always an easy one. There are days when it's tempting to take the easy route, to stay in our comfort zones and to remain where we are. It feels safe, familiar, and sometimes even justified. But that choice to stay stagnant can be a silent killer of dreams and progress. Growth, after all, doesn't come from staying in the same place. It comes from pushing boundaries, stretching ourselves, and stepping out of that comfort zone. In every moment, you're faced with opportunities to make a choice. When you face challenges, you choose how to respond. When you experience failure, you decide whether you let it define you or use it as a stepping stone. The choice to get better doesn't just mean choosing to take action. It also means choosing how you perceive the challenges and obstacles that come your way. You can choose to see them as reasons to quit or as reasons to try harder and learn more. The choice to get better is all about mindset. But here's the truth. While the choice to improve is available to everyone, not everyone makes it. Far too often, people fall into the trap of blaming their circumstances, external factors, or the actions of others for where they are in life. They forget that while they can't always control what happens to them, they always have control over how they respond to it. This is where the power of choice lies. Imagine that you wake up and find yourself facing a challenge. Whether it's a tough project at work, a disagreement with a loved one, or a financial setback, you have a choice. You can either choose to dwell on the negative, get discouraged, and let the situation control you, or you can choose to take action, learn from it, and use it as an opportunity for growth. It's easy to let life's difficulties take over, but it takes strength and awareness to make the decision to get better in the face of adversity. The most successful people in life aren't necessarily those who have never faced challenges. In fact, they're often the ones who have faced the hardest struggles and made the choice to rise above them. They chose to take responsibility for their growth, to embrace their setbacks as learning opportunities, and to push forward in the face of uncertainty. They made the conscious decision to grow, improve, and become better versions of themselves day after day. Ultimately, your life is shaped by the choices you make. If you want to get better, you need to consciously choose to take the steps that will lead to that improvement. Every decision you make, no matter how small, is a step in one direction or another. The key to growth is not waiting for the perfect conditions or the right moment. It's about choosing to take action, to commit to your improvement, and to never stop striving for better, no matter where you start from. In the end, the power to get better is in your hands. The most important choice you'll ever make is the decision to stop waiting for change to come to you and start making the changes you want to see in your life. Every day, you get to choose who you become. So, choose wisely, because those choices will ultimately define your path. Life is full of challenges. Whether in our personal lives, our careers, or our relationships, we inevitably face moments of hardship, failure, and obstacles that seem insurmountable. How we respond to these challenges, however, plays a significant role in determining the course of our lives. Perseverance, the ability to keep going in the face of adversity, becomes the key to overcoming challenges and achieving long-term success. It is not about avoiding difficulty, but about having the strength to push forward, learn from setbacks, and rise again stronger. Perseverance isn't about being impervious to hardship or pretending that challenges don't affect us. It's about how we choose to respond when times get tough. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to this one thing: the ability to keep going, even when it seems easier to quit. The road to success is rarely smooth. It's filled with detours, bumps, and even roadblocks. It's the people who face these obstacles and continue to push forward that ultimately make it to the other side. Challenges can feel overwhelming at times, and it's easy to feel discouraged when things aren't going as planned. But perseverance allows us to view challenges from a different perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as something that defeats us, we can see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Every setback offers a lesson. Every failure has something to teach us, whether it's about our abilities, our mindset, or how we approach problems. Those who persevere don't let these difficulties define them. Instead, they use them to fuel their next steps, adjusting their strategies, learning new skills, and becoming more resilient along the way. Consider the example of someone starting a new business. The first few months may not yield immediate results. There will be moments of self-doubt, financial strain, and setbacks that make success seem elusive. Many people, faced with these challenges, might throw in the towel and walk away. But those who persevere understand that the early stages of any venture are full of learning experiences. They don't take setbacks personally. Instead, they continue to move forward, adjusting their approach, refining their strategies, and gradually building a foundation for success. Over time, those who keep pushing through the hard times are the ones who build a lasting and meaningful impact. This same perseverance is needed in our personal growth. In the pursuit of self-improvement, we often face moments where progress seems slow, or the path ahead seems unclear. It's easy to get discouraged and wonder if the effort is worth it. But perseverance is what makes the difference between giving up and pushing through. It's the commitment to continue working on yourself day in and day out, even when results aren't immediately visible. The consistent effort to improve, even in small ways, adds up over time. And before you know it, you've made progress that might have seemed impossible at the start. The beauty of perseverance lies in its ability to build resilience. Each time we face a challenge and choose to continue, we grow stronger. We learn how to cope with adversity, develop a greater sense of patience, and build a stronger sense of self-belief. These qualities, in turn, make us more capable of handling future challenges. In essence, perseverance through challenges doesn't just help us overcome current obstacles. It equips us with the mental and emotional strength to face even greater challenges in the future. The key to perseverance is not in avoiding the difficulties, but in having the mindset to embrace them as part of the journey. It's about understanding that success isn't always instant, and that the road to achievement is often filled with failures and setbacks. What matters most is how you respond to those challenges. Do you quit or do you rise, dust yourself off, and keep going? The choice is yours. And the more you choose perseverance, the more you'll realize that the challenges you once feared are simply stepping stones on the path to greatness. Self-responsibility is one of the most empowering and transformative concepts we can embrace in our lives. At its core, it is the understanding that we are the architects of our own fate. No one else is responsible for the direction our lives take, and we hold the power to shape our circumstances through our actions, decisions, and mindset. This sense of ownership over our lives not only puts us in control of our destiny, but it also leads to personal growth, fulfillment, and the ability to navigate challenges with resilience. When we talk about self-responsibility, it's important to understand that it goes beyond simply acknowledging our role in the outcome of our lives. It's about actively accepting that role and taking accountability for everything we experience. This includes our successes, our failures, and everything in between. Many people often fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances, such as bad luck, other people's actions, or uncontrollable events, for where they are in life. However, when we take full responsibility, we shift the focus from blaming others to looking at what we can do to improve our situation. For example, when facing a setback, self-responsibility means recognizing that we have the power to choose how to respond. We can choose to let the setback define us, or we can choose to learn from it, adjust our approach, and keep moving forward. It's easy to point fingers when things go wrong. But by accepting responsibility, we reclaim our power and move away from being passive victims of our circumstances to active participants in shaping our lives. This mindset not only empowers us, but also frees us from the limitations of blame and helplessness. In our careers, self-responsibility is vital for growth and success. Instead of waiting for someone to recognize our potential or give us opportunities, we take the initiative to develop our skills, pursue knowledge, and create our own opportunities. It's about realizing that no one else is responsible for our success. It's up to us to put in the work, to show up every day, and to stay committed to our personal development. Those who take responsibility for their careers are the ones who are more likely to get ahead because they are proactive, driven, and focused on results. The same applies to our health and well-being. Self-responsibility in this area means taking ownership of our physical and mental health. Instead of waiting for someone else to motivate us or for external circumstances to change, we take the necessary steps to care for our bodies and minds. Whether it's exercising regularly, eating healthy, seeking therapy, or practicing mindfulness, self-responsibility means making choices that promote well-being, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. By taking control of our health, we create the foundation for a better quality of life and greater resilience in the face of challenges. In relationships, self-responsibility is equally important. Instead of blaming others for misunderstandings or disappointments, we take responsibility for our part in the relationship. This means communicating openly, owning up to our mistakes, and working together to solve problems rather than pointing fingers. By taking responsibility for our actions and how we contribute to the dynamics of our relationships, we build stronger, more respectful connections. Self-responsibility also involves having the humility to recognize when we're wrong, the courage to change, and the wisdom to learn from our experiences. It's not about perfection, but about striving to be better and taking steps to improve ourselves every day. The key to living a fulfilled life lies in our ability to take charge of our own actions and reactions, to stop waiting for external changes to improve our circumstances, and to start making intentional choices that move us closer to the person we want to become. Ultimately, self-responsibility is the cornerstone of personal empowerment. It places us firmly in the driver's seat of our own lives, encouraging us to take action, learn from our mistakes, and keep progressing forward. When we accept full responsibility for our journey, we begin to realize that we have the power to create the life we want. It's a powerful shift in mindset that transforms challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Self-responsibility isn't about perfection, but about taking control of our lives and making the choices that will lead to growth, success, and fulfillment. Attracting success by becoming better is a concept that focuses on personal growth and self-improvement as the foundation for achieving success in any area of life. Too often, people are consumed with the idea that success is something external they need to chase down or attain. However, the real key to success lies not in the pursuit of external validation or circumstances, but in the transformation of the individual. When you focus on becoming a better version of yourself, developing your skills, mindset, and character, you naturally start to attract opportunities, success, and fulfillment into your life. Success is often seen as something that comes after accomplishing certain goals, achieving a specific career position, or acquiring wealth. While these are often indicators of success, they are not the end goal in themselves. True success is a byproduct of becoming a better person. It's about continuously growing, improving, and becoming more capable of handling the challenges and opportunities that life presents. The process of improvement isn't just about reaching a destination, but about evolving into someone who is equipped to handle success when it comes. When you commit to becoming better, you begin to exude a level of confidence and competence that attracts success. People are drawn to those who demonstrate growth, resilience, and a strong sense of purpose. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal endeavors, your energy, attitude, and dedication to self-improvement make you a magnet for success. The more you invest in yourself, the more you build a reputation as someone who is capable, reliable, and committed to excellence. This not only opens doors for you, but also attracts like-minded people who want to collaborate, support, and grow with you. Becoming better isn't just about skill development. It's also about cultivating the right mindset. A growth mindset, which emphasizes the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work, plays a vital role in attracting success. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop seeing challenges as roadblocks and instead view them as opportunities to learn and improve. You understand that setbacks and failures are not final, but are essential parts of the journey towards success. This mindset shift alone can change your entire approach to life, helping you navigate obstacles with resilience and optimism. Another aspect of attracting success through becoming better is taking responsibility for your own growth. This means actively seeking out knowledge, setting goals, and constantly striving to improve in all areas of your life. It's about looking for ways to expand your horizons, whether it's through education, learning new skills, or seeking feedback from others. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it. It comes to those who are committed to becoming better, who are always pushing themselves to grow and evolve. When you focus on personal development, you also become more aware of the opportunities around you. As you grow, your ability to recognize and seize opportunities increases. You start seeing solutions where others see problems. You begin to notice connections and possibilities that were once hidden from you. This shift in perspective is one of the most powerful ways becoming better attracts success. As you improve yourself, you naturally develop a higher level of awareness and intuition, which allows you to make better decisions, take more calculated risks, and move forward with purpose. Furthermore, when you focus on becoming better, you naturally inspire and uplift others. Success is often a collective effort, and the more you improve yourself, the more you raise the standard for those around you. As you grow in your abilities and mindset, you set an example for others to follow, creating an environment of continuous improvement. People are drawn to those who inspire and challenge them to be better, and in turn, you attract success because you've created a positive, motivating force that influences everyone around you. In conclusion, attracting success by becoming better is about understanding that success doesn't come from chasing external rewards, but from transforming yourself into someone capable of achieving those rewards. When you focus on personal growth, whether it's in developing your skills, mindset, or character, you not only increase your ability to succeed, but you also start to naturally attract opportunities, people, and situations that align with your goals. Success is not something to be pursued. It is something that comes to you when you focus on becoming the best version of yourself. By continuously striving to improve, you create a powerful magnet for success that draws positive outcomes into your life. In closing, I want to remind you of one powerful truth. Success is not a destination. It is a journey, and that journey begins with the decision to get better every single day. The desire to improve, to take responsibility for your actions, to push through challenges, and to grow in every aspect of your life is what will set you apart. You have the ability to shape your own future. The power to create the life you want lies within you. No one else can make the decision to improve for you. It's a choice you make for yourself, and it starts right here, right now. Every small improvement, every step forward, and every bit of perseverance adds up. Over time, these choices will lead to extraordinary results. Remember, success doesn't come from waiting for things to change. It comes from changing yourself. By becoming better, whether in your skills, your mindset, or your character, you will naturally attract success. You will draw the right opportunities, the right people, and the right circumstances into your life. So, commit to your growth, choose to get better, and when you do, you'll see that success is not something you chase after, but something that is drawn to you. Thank you.